Good evening, my dear students. Welcome to Cystic Training and Placement channel. My name is Anjali Jain and I am a communication skills trainer at Cystic Gandhinagar, Bhopal. Today's topic is sentence completion. Let's see what some sentence completion is. It is a common test item in most competitive examination where a sentence contains one or two blanks usually to be filled in using the choices. Now remember, the choices may not always be given. Sometimes you need to use your logic and wit in order to solve the questions. Let's see the definition. The sentence completion technique is considered as a logical extension of word association method. Here, these questions will test your vocabulary and your knowledge of finer distinction among the words. They play a very important role in the verbal ability section in all the competitive examinations. No, sentence completion questions are given to you in order to test certain skill set. Let's see what the skill set are. There are four major skill sets. Let's see. Reading skills, vocabulary power, grammar, and logic. A good vocabulary can be a great help here if and only if you know how to read the sentence and understand the meaning. If you understand the meaning of the sentence, you will know what word to fill in there. Grammar also helps enhance the accuracy of the sentence. It makes the written content readable and to understand. If you will be able to understand grammar, if you will be able to get to know the sentence carefully, you will be able to use your logic. But you can use many other strategies as well for these questions even without knowing all the choices. The questions are possibly of four types. First is restatement. हिंदी में मतलब है वैसे वर्ड्स जो दोहराते हैं आगे दिया हुआ मीनिंग को. These are containing words such as namely, in other words, in fact, that is, etc. We will see the example and you will understand it in a better way. The pickpocket was a trickster. In other words, a dash. Here, the hint is given. The hint and the main word given is trickster and pickpocket. Pickpocket होता है जेब कतरा. वो कैसे जेब काटता है? लोगों को फंसा के, चीट करके, बेवकूफ बना के. That is the meaning of trickster. Trickster means a person who cheats or deceives other people. So here we need to write the word which has the same meaning of a trickster. This is very easy because the options are not given. You can use any word here. For example, you can use words such as swindler, fraud, quick, imposter, knave, or scoundrel, etc. These words restates the meaning of trickster. Second is comparison. It means containing the words such as likewise, similarly, and just as like as, etc. वो शब्द जो तुलनात्मक होते हैं. We'll see the sentence and understand in a better way. Jack was cleared of all charges. Similarly, Jill was. So here we will again look into the main words given which actually makes or breaks the sentence. So here the main words are cleared of all charges. मतलब he was declared innocent. He was freed. उस पे कोई चार्ज लगाया गया था. Now he is proved innocent. He is justified. We will read the sentence again and answer it. Jack was cleared of all charges. Similarly, Jill was vindicated. So, vindicated is the word which has the closest meaning to declared innocent and freed from the charges. He is justified. Third type is the word showing contrast meanings. Contrast meaning means opposite meanings. The words that show strikingly different meaning according to the situation given. In Hindi, you call them Vipreet Shabd. We will see the example. containing the words such as though, although, however, despite, but, yet, on the other hand, however, despite, or on the contrary, etc. Let's see the example. Although the tiger is a solitary beast, its cousin, the lion, is a dash wild animal. Here, the main word given is solitary beast. It is describing the tiger. Tiger is a solitary beast here, whereas lion will be the opposite of that. So, the meaning of solitary means lonely. It means somebody who likes to be alone, अकेला, एकमात्र. उसका डिफरेंस होता है, उसका ऑपोजिट वर्ड होता है somebody who is fond of company, somebody who is social. So here the tiger is a solitary beast, but the lion is social animal. So we can use the words such as gregarious. Gregarious means fond of company. It is the closest meaning opposite to solitary. We can use other words such as sociable, companionable, convivial, or the easy words such as friendly, lively, cheerful, etc. The fourth type is cause and effect. It means in Hindi karan or prabhav. So cause is the thing that makes other things happen, and effect results refers to the results. For example, due to coronavirus, many people are losing their lives. So here the cause is the spread of coronavirus and the effect is people losing their lives. Let's see the example and fill in the blank. The truck stole her parking spot. Consequently, Ria's dash look showed her displeasure. Here, somebody has parked on the place of Ria. So how will she feel? She will feel irritated, angry, infuriated. So we need to write the meaning related to such words. We need to describe the look on her face. And here the word and the hint given is displeasure. She doesn't look happy at all here. She is bad tempered here. So the words such as scowling, sulky, surly, grumpy, irritable, fretful, sullen, etc. could be filled because they mean bad tempered and irritated. Let's see the concepts and tricks in order to solve these questions. First is read the sentence. Yes, reading the sentence carefully makes a difference. Two things make a question difficult: difficult words and sentence structure. If we understand these two things by reading it thoroughly, we'll be able to crack anything here. We should know how to dissect the sentence in order to figure out what fits best, which option is apt with the sentence given. Second is hint. Hints are the main words which indicate and add meaning to the sentence. For example, we have seen the example of tiger and lion. Tiger was a solitary animal. So here he is described as solitary. That means it is a hint. Now, on contrary, we need to describe lion in the later part. So hint is given. We should not avoid the hints. It makes a sentence easy. It makes the fill in the blanks easy for us to solve. Third is pluses and minuses. Here you need to see that it's if the sentence is indicating the negative side or a positive side. We need to understand the signs given by the sentence. Suppose we saw the example of the spread of coronavirus. Since coronavirus is spreading, people are losing their lives. This is a negative sentence. Similarly, we'll see the sentence and the example given. After the neighbor's stereo woke her up for the fifth time in a row, Sonia felt dash to complain. Here, the options given are impelled, rebuked, augmented, implicated, and destined. In order to solve this, we need to know the vocabulary. We need to know what these words mean. Let's see. Impelled means forced to do something or urged to do something. उत्तेजित करना, to propel. Second, rebuked. Rebuked means किसी को डांटना, to show disapproval towards something, to criticize somebody, to reprimand them. Third, augmented. Augmented means have been made greater in size, to increase the value of something, कुछ बढ़ा देना. Fourth, implicated. Implicated means फसाना, to show somebody to be involved in crime. Other word is to incriminate somebody. Last one is destined. Destined means किस्मत का खेल जो होता है, किस्मत से. Certain to meet, bound to, which is regarded as a pre-existing plan. Now we need to see the mood of the sentence. What is the tone? After the neighbor stereo woke her up for the 5th night in a row. 5 बार, जब 5वीं बार लगातार वो हो रहा था, तो सोनिया को कैसा फील होगा? कंप्लेन वर्ड दिया हुआ है, तो दैट मीन्स वी हैव द हिंट हियर. वी शुड अंडरस्टैंड दैट इट इज गोइंग इन अ नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन. तो अब हमारा वर्ड भी नेगेटिव से ही रिलेटेड होगा. वील सी द वर्ड्स अगेन. इम्पेल्ड, रिब्यूक्ड, ऑगमेंटेड, इम्प्लिकेटेड, डेस्टिन्ड. हियर impelled word is the closest and most suited meaning. That means she was forced or urged to do something. वो उत्तेजित हो गई because वो लगातार हो रहा था. So answer is A, impelled. Let's see the next one. Next is structure words. Structure words include all the grammar. It includes the part of speech. It reveals the sentence organization, how the sentence has been formed, and the hints given and the hints relationship with the sentence. They tell you what kind of words to look for. As they change the thought process in the sentence, they add meaning to the sentence. Fifth one is visualize. So before solving the question, when you read it, you can visualize yourself in that situation. Suppose the parking lot was filled by somebody else. So that person was infuriated and irritated. So before you go to the choices, think of the possible words for the blanks. It will save you from wrong choices, plus it will save your time as well. It is faster and less prone to the errors. Example, we'll see. Neem has dash qualities, and in many clinical trials, doctors have saved countless lives by using raw neem leaves on serious wounds. Here, we need to understand the meaning of the words. So vocabulary is again very important here. First word is remedial. Remedial means giving a cure or treatment or medication. हिंदी में इसका मतलब है उपचारात्मक, किसी चीज का उपचार देता हो, जो क्योर देता हो. सेकेंड इज इंफीरियर. इंफीरियर का मतलब क्या होता है? इट मीन्स लो इन रैंक और स्टेटस और क्वालिटी. नीचा, किसी को नीचा दिखाना या नीचा फील करना. थर्ड इज फ्लेवरिंग. फ्लेवरिंग मीन्स सब्सटेंस यूज्ड टू गिव डिफरेंस और स्ट्रॉन्गर मोर एग्रीएबल टेस्ट टू द फूड. मतलब स्वाद बढ़ाने वाला पदार्थ, सीजनिंग और हर्ब्स. फोर्थ इज डाउटफुल. डाउटफुल का हिंदी मतलब है संदिग्ध. इट मीन्स फीलिंग अनसर्टेन अबाउट समथिंग और समवन. It means dubious, irresolute or uncertain. The last one is notorious. Notorious means famous, typically for bad quality or deed. Infamous, ill repute. Badnaam, shaitan, kukhyat, etc. Now we got to know the meaning of these words. It will be easy for us to fill in the blank. Neem has remedial qualities. Remedial का मतलब होता है to cure something, to give treatment to something or medication. Now see, how do we visualize it? We can visualize it because it has life-saving quality. Life-saving. So we can visualize, okay, which word has its meaning which is related to life-saving. Remedial, because it treats, it cures. Let's look at the second example. The much hated bill. Okay, so as we began the sentence, we got the negative tone of the sentence. It is the negative choice. So the first blank will be related to something negative word. This is a hint and we should follow it. Let's see. The much hated bill sparked off a wave of public dash which could not dash by the concessions of the British announced. So the second one here needs other thinking because they were not ready to accept the concessions given by the British people. We got to know the tone of the sentence. The people were not happy. That means some kind of negative word will be filled in here. Let's see the examples. First one is enthusiasm and dampened. So enthusiasm is a lively word. It's a happy word. But here we should remember we need to fill in the negative word. So this point will be eliminated, but let's see the meaning. Enthusiasm means utsaha, euphoria, passion or zeal for something, umang, excitement. Second one is dampened. To dampen something means disheartened, daunted, tar ho jana kisi cheez se. This point is eradicated. We'll eliminate this one. Second is clamor or misled. ये हो सकता है because this is something negative, but let's understand the meaning first. Clamor means शोर, ऊधम करना, चिल्लाना, loud, confused noise, to uproar, shout. So here this point is also eliminated because it does not suit the sentence given. The much hated bill sparked off a wave of public. No, public was not shouting, so this point is eradicated. Second word is misled. Misled means gumrah kar dena. This point can be taken, misled can be taken, but the first part here is not apt with the sentence. So this is also eliminated. Let's see the third one. Curiosity. This again show excitement. People were not curious. They did not have the desire to know. Curious means the desire to know, to learn something. So this point is also eliminated. Let's see the second part. Complimented. To compliment means to go with it, to suit, to accompany. No. This point is also eliminated. Fourth one is adoration and channelized. Since the sentence has a negative tone, adoration will not go because adoration means deep love and respect for something or somebody, to worship somebody, आराधना करना किसी की. Second word is channelize, to provide something, to send from, कुछ method के through. In Hindi it means pranali. Let's see the last one. Discontent. Discontent में dis आ रहा है. That means it is a negative word. Let's see its meaning. Discontent means asantosh, dissatisfaction. Now let us put this word in the sentence. The much hated bill sparked off a wave of public discontent. Yes, people were not satisfied. They were not affectionated towards it. So here the correct answer will be discontent. Let's see the second part. Abated. What does that mean? To abate means to become less. To lessen something. Decrease कर देना. कम कर देना किसी चीज को. Let's read the whole sentence with the correct answer. The much hated bill sparked off a wave of public discontent which could not abated by the concessions the British announced. It makes complete sense here. Once we are clear about the word needed, we will find the similar words open to the things that we have visualized. So we have visualized the situation earlier. Let's see the next one. So elimination. Elimination means ruling out the word choices which are wrong and which should be easy by now. We have already understood what word should be eliminated from the sentence and which should not be go with the sentence. But we should remember that both the words have to fit in to give in order to fill in the right answer. If two words are given, you need to put in both the words. You need to understand the meaning of all the words in order to fill in it, the blank. And the most important part is to improve your vocabulary. Of course, improving the vocabulary and the usage will help us to do better in such questions. Working backwards. So it is a trick that is used to fill in the blanks in such questions. If we go backwards, we will be able to solve it in an easy manner, but this trick does not go with all the sentences. So you have to figure it out using your logic. Let's solve some examples now. There are 5 questions. We'll solve them and understand it. First one, as dash beings, we live each day conscious of our shortcomings and victories. Shortcomings का मतलब होता है हमारी कमियां, हमारे में जो फ्लॉज होते हैं, जो हम अचीव नहीं कर पाते हैं. Let's see the options given. Sensational, sentient, sentimental and static. In order to fill in the blank, we should know the meaning. So sensational means causing great public interest. Astonishment मचा देना, to startle, something that amazes us. It has excitement in it. Sentient means to be able to feel things, to be able to perceive things. Sentimental means prompted by feelings of tenderness, sadness, nostalgia and affection. Static means unchanged, something which is fixed, जो हटाया नहीं जा सकता, change नहीं किया जा सकता. The first one, sensational. As sensational beings, नहीं, this is not matching up with the words given in the sentence, that is shortcomings and victories. Second is sentient. Yes, this word is apt with the sentence here because we are human beings. We are able to feel things and perceive things. So as sentient beings, we live each day conscious of our shortcomings and victories. B is the correct answer. Sentient means possessing the power of senses perception or conscious. Let's see the second one. Hearing her sister approach, Maria attempted to appear dash as she quickly hid the birthday gift behind her back. She was trying to hide something. So we need to fill in the blank related to such word. She was excited for something because there was her birthday was approaching. We'll see the examples and understand the meaning. First is flamboyant. Flamboyant means tending to attract attention, exuberant, lively thing. No, she was not trying to attract attention or something. So this point is eliminated. Second, stoic. Stoic is a person who can endure pain or hardship without complaining. No, here nobody is actually enduring the pain or hardship. So this word is also eliminated. Third is pivotal. Pivotal means something of crucial importance, something which is very critical or vital. No, here the tone of the sentence is surprise. As her birthday is approaching, she needs to surprise her. So pivotal word is also eliminated. Fourth word is crass. Crass means showing no intelligence, being stupid and insensitive. No, nobody is being stupid or insensitive here. Let's see the last one. Nonchalant. Nonchalant means to stay calm and relaxed. Here, her sister stays calm and relaxed because she needs to surprise. She's hiding the gift. So the correct answer is the last one, nonchalant. Nonchalant means casual, indifferent. She did not react to it. Let's see the other question. The knight sought to dash his broadsword in such a menacing fashion as to frighten his attacker away. Here, understanding the meaning of the sentence will make total sense, because if we do not understand the meaning, we will not be able to fill in the options. Let's see the meaning. The knight. Knight means शूरवीर. He's a cavalier. पुराने ज़माने में जो horsemen होते थे, he is called a knight, gallant. The second tough word here is menacing. Menacing means to suggest the presence of a danger or a threat. To suggest the meaning of a danger or a threat. Threat से related है यहाँ पे word. Frighten, menacing, दो words आ गए. Attacker. So the answer should be related to these words given. The knight sought to dash his broadsword in such a menacing fashion to frighten his attacker away. मतलब इस शूरवीर ने ऐसा कुछ किया जिससे उसके अटैकर को वो डरा दे, धमका दे. Here we'll see the meanings. First is warrant. Document होता है warrant. तो Warrant is a document issued by a legal or a government official for searching something or to carry some actions. So this word is eliminated. Second is procure. Procure means to obtain or acquire something. कुछ ले लेना, कुछ find करना. ठीक है, तो this word is also eliminated from here. The third one is placate. Placate means to pacify something, to soothe something, to calm down, to calm its effect. So this word is also eliminated from here. Fourth one is wield. Wield means to hold and use something, to flourish something. Here he uses the knight uses such a manner to frighten the attacker. So here this word is the best suited here because he hold and use the idea. He twirls it. So the correct answer is D, wield. Let's see the last one. Ensue. To ensue means to find out the result of something. Ensue means result. So the correct answer is wield. That means to hold and use. See, the meaning of wield is to control or manage as a weapon, instrument, or specially with full command. See, because he wanted to frighten the attacker, he used this technique. Let's see the last one. The louder clap of thunder caused the little dog to dash all over. So guys, before actually solving these questions, it is mandatory for all of you to improve your vocabulary, because otherwise you will not be able to understand anything and it will be tough for you. You will get bored here in this lecture. Please start reading and let's improve our vocabulary. Let's see the meaning. Slather. What does slather means? It means to spread a substance thickly or liberally, बहुत ज़्यादा amount में, large amount. Second word is quake. Quake means to shake or to tremble, shake करना. Third is enunciate. Enunciate. Enunciate means to pronounce something, बोलना, बातचीत करना, to speak or to articulate. So here we saw the meaning of third word, three words. First was slather. Slather means to spread, फैला देना. This word is eliminated because it does not make sense. Let's put in the second word here. The loud clap of thunder caused the little dog to quake all over. Because to quake means to tremble, to shiver, to shake. Third one is enunciate, to pronounce. No, nobody is pronouncing anything here. So the second word is the most suited. Still we will see the other examples. Binge. Binge means to excessively indulge in something. Excessive indulgence in some activity is called binging. These days this word is very common. Okay, the last one. Infuse. To infuse means to fill, to instill something, to pervade something. So that means the best suited word is quake. Quake means to tremble, to shake or to shiver from fear of cold. Okay, so let's see the final one. Staring at the crystal blue water of the sea, Eileen thought she had never seen anything so beautiful. The sentence shows astonishment. Here, she is astonished to see something really beautiful. Let's see the example. First one is flamboyant. Flamboyant means lively, exuberant, bright and colorful things. So was she actually happy with the thing she saw? Staring at the crystal blue water of the sea, Eileen thought she had never seen anything so beautiful. Okay, we are not eliminating this word. We'll keep it aside, but we'll see the other examples as well. Let's see the other example. The second one is appalling. Appalling means shocking, horrific, or terrible something, awful. No, so we will eliminate the second word because the sentence shows the positive tone. We have kept the first one, flamboyant. We'll eliminate the second one. Now the third one, devious. Devious itself shows that it is a negative word. It means dishonest, dishonorable, indirect. So this word is eliminated from the options. So we have first option right now, flamboyant. Let's see the others. Fourth one is pristine. Now, pristine means something which is very clean, clear, and fresh. Something that is spotless. Here, does it suit the sentence? Let's see. Staring at the pristine crystal blue water of the sea. This word exactly suits the sentence because it means clean, clear, fresh, and spotless. So we will keep the fourth option and the first option. Let's see the last one. Effury. Effury means flaming on fire, or guys, that is the E option, Fiery. Fury means flaming on fire or burning. It is also a negative word, so it is eliminated. Now, the best suited word is the fourth one, pristine. Let's look at its meaning once again. Pristine means pure, fresh, and clean, as if new, original, primitive, or spotless. Here we finish our slide, but before we finish it, we should actually understand the importance of vocabulary. So, vocabulary is very critical to reading successes for three reasons. Comprehension improves when you know what the word means. Since comprehension is the ultimate goal of the reading, you cannot overestimate the importance of vocabulary development. Words are actually the currency of communication. Let's read as much as we can and improve our vocabulary. Thank you so much. Have a good day.